Good afternoon. Actually, first of all, I would like Dr. Amal for giving me this opportunity to present the water reuse and sustainability is no longer an option, it's a must. Why we are saying it's a must? Because what we can see that most of the projects now, including water reuse, to reduce the consumption of natural resources. So please. So this is a quote from Veolia leadership. This is our CEO of Veolia. He's saying the water is our blue gold. So we are talking about oil as black gold and the gold yellow gold, but water is our blue gold, which is the essential of any human being. Next, please. So this is the summary of our presentation. I introduced the concept of 3 R's. So why we need to go for water reuse, the technologies about reuse and some references, and in the references we will talk about real cost of water. Next, please. Next. So the definition of these 3 R's is to reduce water consumption, to reuse water, and to recycle water. We will talk about each concept of these 3 R's. Next, please. So reduce, this is the old concept of water reduction to reduce the water consumption in the environment. So we have the old concept that there is a huge reduction if we stop the water leakage in the pipeline. If we use the flood irrigation, we go to another technologies in irrigation, and to reduce the water consumption per capita. There is a lot of discussion at the beginning of this seminar that where to go, 300 liters per day for a person or 150 liters per person. This is a major consumption for the water. Alternative solution in food and beverage industry, especially if we go to this chart, we will see that agriculture, it's consuming 70% of fresh water. Also, alternative solution in the energy, this is oil and gas industry, chemical and mining industry, which is around 23% of the global water use. So how we can increase the efficiency of the product? So we are talking now about by the development of the membrane technology, we can go now for high recovery RO membrane, which we can achieve around 90 to 92% of water recovery. One of the examples also, which is also having a huge consumption of water, is the cooling tower blowdown. By the new technology, we can reduce the cooling tower blowdown, or we can go for closed loop system. So this is another type of water reduction. Now everybody talking about digitalization. Digitalization is a good solution to monitor and to reduce the water consumption. Next slide, please. Actually, it should be this reuse, not reduce. So we have, we can reuse water to generate potable water from wastewater treatment plant. The municipal waste, it can be retreated to be used as potable water. The industrial wastewater treatment plant, it can be treated to be reused. The blow down from the cooling tower. I'm insisting on the cooling towers because in our area it's a hot area, so using cooling towers in the industry, it has a huge consumption of fresh water. So now produced water from oil field. As we know now, the water cut for oil production is increasing. In some areas, the ratio between 1 barrel of oil to the produced water is 1 to 4 or 1 to 7. So imagine if you are producing 10 million barrels of water of oil daily, you have around 40 million barrels of produced water you are wasting. So we can reuse this water in the oil field operation. Dam water is a good source of reused water. I'm coming from Saudi Arabia, so imagine Saudi Arabia, they have a huge dams, so they start treating the dam water to be reused as a potable water as well. Storm water, the collection of water of storm water is also a source of reuse as a potable water. So storm water, for the new development of cities, you can make the system, the collection system of storm water in such way that you can collect and treat and reuse as a potable water. Where we can use water in irrigation as a makeup water for cooling tower, water injection to stabilize oil wells, firefighting system, re-injection for reservoir and rivers. Next, please. So the new development in the water we use, we are talking about recycle. And by doing the recycling, also we want to achieve zero discharge concept and to introduce it in the municipal and industrial sector. So the difference between reuse and recycle, we will go through the next slide. But by recycling, we are re-inputting the water in the same cycle inside the same plant. So we are not using a fresh water to, for example, to generate drinking water. We are using the industrial or the municipal water. We are treating it, then we can reuse it back to a feed water to be used as demand plant or to be used as a feed water to our plant. Also, we can, the brine, it can be further treated through the ZLD, zero liquid discharge, and to have salt extraction. The new concept here, also by using the water, the brine water from seawater desalination, is to have the lithium recovery, which is a big subject nowadays. Recycle, not only recycling of the water, but also recycling some solid material, it will reduce the water consumption. For example, recycle of fibers. If we recycle fibers, that means we are reducing for example, the cotton plantation. The cotton, it needs a huge water for irrigation. Recycling PET bottles, also you can reduce the water consumption by recycling the PET bottles. Recycling papers. So we have two steps, recycling the water itself and recycling the solids, which by default you are reducing the water consumption. Next, please. Why water reuse is important? So if we go to this chart, we will see that the requirement for agricultural water by 2025, it will reach to 3.5 million cubic meter per hour. This is globally. So all the agriculture, industrial, municipal, the water trend to be increased in the future. So the natural resources is limited, and we have to find another solutions to introduce fresh water for the agriculture or industrial at least. Next, please. So especially we are talking about Middle East, it's the risk area for water shortage. So if we go for the concept of water reuse, we are reducing the impact of having fresh water not to be consumed. Next, please. So this is the general definition. What's the difference between reuse and recycle? Reuse is to have treating waste to a higher necessarily quality level, allowing use of this water. In the recycle, we are not the final discharge. It will be recycled back again and again. So in the reuse, for example, the wastewater treatment, we are using the effluent treatment for irrigation, for example. But in the recycle, we will go for next step, further grade of treatment to be reused and to have the water recycled not once or twice, maybe 3-4 times. So this is almost the cycle of water. Here, for example, we are using from the wastewater treatment plant, we are using grey water. The processed water, it can be treated so you can send it back to the potable water system. From the wastewater treatment plant, we can collect a water treatment to be used as a third grade in the industrial system. So it's a complete cycle of water reuse.
3 minutes, please.
Okay. So water reuse driver. We have the water scarcity. This is one of the major driver. The production needs has increased, as we explained in the previous slide. There is increase in the agriculture, in the industrial, and in the municipal regulation. So if there is a regulation, that means the water reuse, it will be a must. The cost of water is increasing. So each industry, it can has his own treatment, so they can reduce the cost of the operation. The image of the country, the image of the industry is one of the reasons why we need to reuse water. So this is commercial-wise. If we go through this chart, we can see that the business in water reuse is increasing in each year. Next, please. Next. No, not this slide. Please. Next slide. So these different technologies for water reuse. We have biological treatment, settlement, filtration, ultrafiltration, RO, sludge treatment, ZLD. These are general technologies which Veolia can introduce for different steps of reuse and recycles project. Next, please. Next. So this may be a continuation of what Dr. Amr introduced about the two costs of water. We have direct cost, indirect cost, and cost related to risk. Direct cost is the operational cost and capital cost of any project. Indirect cost is administrative, legal, corporate social responsibility. Other costs, it will be like operational risk. If you have your own recycle system, so you don't have any risk of operation if you face any shortage of water supply or flooding system. Also, the regulation is very, very highly cost. I know some of the petrochemical complex has been stopped in operation, and each day millions of dollars as penalties, and they stop the operation of that petrochemical complex because the water discharge is not matching the requirements. Next, please. So this is the presentation about the true cost of water. It's not only the cost of building the system, it's many elements introduced to have the final cost of water.
Time,
Okay,
please. Time.
Okay, just next slide quickly, please. Next slide. So I'm proud to introduce this project. This is a 900 cubic meter per hour for one of the refineries in Saudi Arabia. We have a complete water treatment system until we go back as a feed water to seawater desalination system. Thank you.